Hi, I am going to talk to you today about an interesting experience I just had. Somebody very nice, very kind person suggested that I go to something called the United Marriage Encounter to give my marriage, my new marriage to my second husband, the best start possible. And I really appreciated that. So we did go. We drove about 3 hours, spent about $30 altogether both ways. So I think it was like $60, and then the tolls were like $16-17. So it was quite a costly little venture. However, I did learn a lesson from it, and there was some good material in it. I won't throw it all out for naught, but I wanted to make this video not merely to say that there were some cultic things that went on, but to let you know what to expect if you do decide to go to something like this. So, I did some research, and there really was not a whole lot available on this type of thing, unfortunately. So maybe mine will spur on some people to talk, about their own experiences and speak out. I personally would not advise most married couples to do this. One person I shared my story with said I could see where it would actually ruin marriages, not improve them. I don't know if I would go that far, but I would say it definitely keeps you strained the whole time you are there and really stressed out. So, let's talk a little bit about what happened. First of all, they're very specific on what you wear, what you bring, the times that things start. It's very, very meticulous. That's not a bad thing. At least you know what you're doing when you get there somewhat. When we got there, we were there a couple hours early, so we decided to go out to eat. And we didn't have any extra money with us, so we were going to just eat the food that we had in our little cooler that we brought. And one of the ladies there said, no, go and treat yourself at McDonald's. She pulled out a $10 bill and handed it to me and said, now, go on and go eat. Like, really kind of cold-like. Like, she was, put out by having to give us this $10. Not that she had to, but she did give it to us. But it was the attitude behind it. Like, just not very nice. Like, oh, you don't have any money type of attitude. In fact, she said that to me. She's like, oh, you didn't bring any money? Okay, I saved up tooth and nail to go on this trip. Literally. Every time my husband wanted something, I had to say, no, we're saving up for this trip. No, everything has to go towards this trip. Because it's expensive. That's, close to $100 for this trip. So I had to, save up the money and put it aside. And I wasn't going to, save up money for something extra or whatever. Because I figured when we got there, we'd just eat out of the cooler. Well, so the lady gives us the money. We did go to Burger King, and we got something to eat. We came back. And then, like, within about a half hour later, the thing started up. Okay, first of all, it pretty much started around 7-ish, a little bit after 7. 3 couples greet you. They come up, and they shake your hand, and they're super friendly and super nice, and they want to know all about you. The weird thing is, they ask you questions about yourself, and then right in the middle of when you're trying to talk to them about yourself and how you met and why you're there, they move on to the next couples. So you're not even able to say anything, and you're just kind of left there going, okay, well, maybe they're pressed for time or something. And then the next couple does the same thing. They'll ask you a question, oh, you guys seem like such a nice couple, how did you meet? Well, I was on a dating service, and he went on, she's like, oh, okay, thanks for telling us that. We have to move on. And then they go on to the next couple, and you're like, wow, that was kind of rude. Still all doing this with a little smile on their face, which I thought was very phony myself, but that was my opinion. Let me see what my timing is on this film. Unfortunately, there's no timer on the front of it. Oh, we're okay. Okay. So, anyways, on my next video, I'm going to talk about what happened once I was there. I also have some other videos I'm going to put on with this video, so you can actually see my reactions as I was going through the day of this interesting marriage encounter. I'll be back.